From TechCrunch, users average 50 minutes per day on Facebook Messenger and Instagram.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I
believe that's low, but
Yeah.
well, the thing is you think about that, from an active user standpoint, you figure, I forget what the numbers are, something like 40 or 50% of users are active in a certain day.
Yep.
yeah.
So now what you're really saying is, of the active users, the average is
50.
twice that. You're really starting to crank up some hours. People really need jobs.
Yeah.
When
Something else to do.
You guys actually, did everybody forget the fact that Facebook said we can turn on your phone and record and listen to what you're saying? Did everybody forget this? Because I refuse to install Messenger, especially when it decided to break out into its own app. That first pissed me off.
Yeah.
And then it wanted access to all my contacts, and that really pissed me off. And then in the TNCs where it said, oh yeah, we're going to listen to your calls. We have the right to turn on your phone, to turn on the speaker, and maybe even turn on the video camera and listen. And then people are like, what the hell? Because that seems pretty invasive to me, and I'm certainly not one to give Facebook any leverage when it comes to privacy.
Zucker
because
brother,
they have
that's
shown
what it is.
Just give them a
they
show,
are
Marshall.
not responsible with that information. But
Turn it on and give them a show, Marshall.
If you do it right, they'll never look at you again.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. And for everything that Facebook's trying to do, there is absolutely, and we're going to be seeing the pendulum go back. We have to.
Well, I think Marshall's right from an extreme standpoint. From a legality standpoint, all they're trying to do is say, "Hey, we can access anything,"
right?
So because they don't want to get sued.
Right.
That's
cover all the
ultimately-
bases,
yeah.
whether or not they're there yet.
Eventually, I think Marshall's right that once voice and visual becomes more and more critical,
Commercial.
yeah, then they're going to be able to slap ads in front of your Facebook Live,
Yep.
in real time based on what you're saying,
Right.
and you know what? That's
their prerogative. It's a
their-
free service.
It's their garden.
I think the herd migrates. I think
Yeah.
we've all
Yeah.
seen this enough. We saw we can go back from iVillage to MySpace to whatever it is now to whatever it's becoming. The herd is going to migrate.
It is. It absolutely. And people are going to take more control of their data. They
Well,
realize how valuable they are.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a iteration like in the evolution, right? We were all enamored with social media, so everybody went public with everything,
Right.
And now we're already seeing it ratchet down. Now that parents are on, their kids are not.
Doug, I'm not seeing you ratchet down nearly
No,
enough.
I'm never going to.
Could you please? I
Never.
beg you.
No.
So you're absolutely right. Well, on top of that, the entire level of filtering of kids. I mean, we all, a number of us have kids in the room here, and it's our responsibility now to make sure that we're in the space with them, because I mean it's a nasty environment, and I mean there's got to be like I said, the pendulum swing.
Yeah.
We got to take back our data.
Yeah. It's
I
coming.
feel a campaign coming on.
Take back our.
Wasn't that a slogan of somebody? I don't know.
Should have been.
Take
our
it back.
data.
All right,
Build a
last
wall.
thing from
My
search.
data.
I do think before you start, I do think if the founding fathers were alive today,
Right.
I do think privacy would have been in the Constitution.
You think so?
I absolutely think so. I don't think they would have ever thought that other people have a right to your personal information, to sell it, and to. I absolutely think so.
I would absolutely sell your information.
I know.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, if we actually took a constitutionalist perspective, there's a heck of a lot of things that would be protected now,
Right.
And that's where the threading of the needles is regularly happening.